The things I do for you guys. Not loud. Q? SA2 Q? Some Qs like SA1 in this matchup, others like SA2. That looks nice and aligned, right? I think so. Oh, 2 taunts right off the gate. I did off the gate again. Oh, baby, that's a 3rd taunt. GG. This round's already over. Q has literally like 3 times the health Ken has right now. Ooh, that doesn't help though. He missed it. He went for light DP, medium DP. Double light's easier, I think. Medium probably does more damage or else he wouldn't have done it. Ken can always get double DP on Q. Cool gamer fact. Q is that wide when falling. See, like the damage differential, or rather the health differential was just too extreme. Ken played a lot better than Q that round after the first little few seconds. That's a bit strong. Q played okay. Oh, what a parry. Yup, double DP. No car necessary. Wake up, command grab. That's car back throw. Q has a very easy time doing car throw backward and a really hard time doing it forward. The jump? That was like the MOV jump, where you block for a few frames, then you hold up. But most people do up forward. He held like up back or up. It's hard to tell. Very high. That was probably a punish throw. Well, you can actually tech throws, but Ken didn't. Even if you get thrown in your linear recovery, it's still techable. What's Q's punish on Shoto Sweep? Is it range dependent, or does he have something that always works? I kind of figured light dash punch would just work, but the fact that he's not going for it. What a fucking committal thing that Ken just did. Taunting is almost unnecessary at this point. It almost doesn't help because your percentage of HP is so low. This is very winnable for either player. Ew! That on the way up hit ended up being so shitty. I think he thought it would kill. Maybe that taunt actually was the difference maker. Yun versus Q is very all or nothing for the Q player. It's probably a very frustrating match for the Yun. I wouldn't know because, like, you know, I've never played Yun. This staying short because it was the only thing it would combo. Whoa, low dash punch. You don't see that too often. He low parried as Yun did a low forward. I saw that. Yun was too far away, though. Generally, Q loses this matchup in neutral really hard. And just has to look for the miracle parry into super. And if he lands the super, he'll probably win the round. That was a super confirmed, but he didn't do it. But he could have just done the close forward super. Command grab can lead to super too. It's a bit weird though. Oh, oof, ouch. The whole Gane timer plus all this damage. This is unwinnable. It would take a miracle to win this as Yun. Q can just kill you with just random uncommittal shit like jump jab. Or like random dash punch on block. Just a few of them, you're chipped. Or any random car throw. Or just any random parry. If Yun makes this comeback, this is insane. It's a good start though. He's already made half of it. That kind of sucked. Q's trying to play super lame and safe. And he had so much HP that like he could afford to do that. Just pick a moment. A very non-committal play by the Q player. He definitely let Yun have some fun. What a parry! Interesting little string. What a nice punish. That's really finicky because if you get pushed out of range of close forward, then you can't walk in and get close forward into dash punch because you lose charge. That punish is available oftentimes, but if it's not available, you've got to be really aware of that and alter your punish accordingly. Do like walk in close medium kick slaps. EX dash punch is a lot more damage than EX slaps though. So you really want EX dash punch if you can. EX Tatsu is extremely obnoxious if you play a tall character. There, EX Tatsu. Jesus. Doing that step kick's a bit risky in this game. You can tap forward on reaction to that. The only danger is if you tap forward and it ends up being the fucking thunder kick, but the thunder kick is even more risky. Just because it takes so long to come out. That was the confirm. Ken did the confirm. Low short stand jab, you can cancel into DP. He could have got double DP from that, I think. Or you might have to do heavy DP or something. Oh, he just did straight to super. There's no juggle here. Just taunt. Oh, it's a punish? It's a blood taunt. Sometimes that's still worth. That one probably wasn't. Sometimes you like taunt and get hit with like a poke, and the taunt got net HP. But he ate a super for that, so I can't imagine that was good for him. Alright. Good awareness by the Ken. Oh yes, very aware of the Ken to know about his 3-frame super. Oh, he did DP because he saw he got parried. That's so obnoxious when people do that. It's very strong. Don't get me wrong, Ken players should do it sometimes. Until someone convinces them not to. Double DPs on twins are very annoying. I think you need the Kara even in the corner. There's something about that. And mid-screen it's impossible. It's very hard to use Ken SA3 well. Ken would be a good beginner character if not for that. But Ken is actually a surprisingly bad beginner character. Wow. Step kick into super? I think the step kick's minus, but it hit. It's probably minus on a hit. This is not SF4 or SF5. Ken's step kick is not good at all. And because of that, you rarely see it. And because of that, people probably have unusual reactions to actually getting hit by it. Nice confirm. A lot of Ken stuff is fairly easy. Like just doing like, you know, low 40x fireball or target combo DP. But then when you start getting into the Shippu confirms, it starts being quite difficult. Both the reaction time and the pianos have to be very consistent to get random like low strong super. And also the range awareness has to be quite good. No character in Third Strike is truly easy. He could red parry that. I actually would have been a blue parry because one of them missed, but he didn't go for it. It's a great red parry to go for. I go for it now. You get a very good punish. Ken can always punish slaps with Shoto Sweep, I would imagine. What a DP. Light medium. That car throw, he took the car throw. Great confirm. I'm surprised he was still in range for 2 low shorts. I don't remember if Q is one of the characters you can get repeated like 3 low shorts on. Oof. And Ken still landed on the front. That was cursed as hell. That was like beyond cursed. It's because Q moves forward for his SA2. It was less cursed than it looked. But the fact that Q turned around to do it backwards and then still get hit on the front was just a little cursed. Q's a bad character. Ken and Yun are good characters. Skill is still the most important thing. But, you know, hard matchup. Palm's a little risky in this game. The feint is not that good. And if it gets parried, you get a little bit lit up. It's quite rewarding when it hits. But it is a reaction parry. And even if you do the feint. Tears Dawn exits. Was that a failed medium DP? It might have been a deliberate low strong. I don't know. It's a mystery. Yum was zooming over his head, so the DP was probably quite difficult. I love when Yun players do raw shoulders. That one was good, though. It was actually out of range, so either it was going to counter poke a button. Shoulder is actually really surprisingly good at beating normals. It had low profiles, so it's quite a good counter poke. Nice. Anyway, it couldn't be parried if it didn't hit. But you can reaction parry even the light shoulder. All the shoulders are reaction parryable except maybe EX. EX doesn't feel reaction parryable at all to me. It's reaction red parryable. You can block the first hit and then red parry the second hit. But getting the reaction parry on the first hit, it seems way too fast. That looked like Ken parrying on Yun's wake up. Quite aggressive. Parrying on your opponent's wake up is kind of a disrespect move. It's got kind of a low success rate. He probably could have hit medium kick there and got a juggle. It was a very unusual one though. That was risky. Quite a good starter for Gane as a blocked shoulder because you get guaranteed pressure right after, and the pressure usually leads to some kind of what we just saw. But if they parry the shoulder, which they might do, they can hit you before you can do anything from the Gane. Shoulder into activate is quite risky. Wow, 44 months. That was probably a punish. That looked like it is landing recovery. Yeah, you missed the Zelda. Ugh. What is it there? Medium dash punch? ATC! People don't really use that much. It's good for exactly that context. That was the easy juggle, but it definitely wasn't bad. It wasn't that easy and it wasn't that bad. Just doing like dash punch makes it brain dead, or repeated shoulders. Just doing towards forward and towards fierce is quite easy. Palms is ideal. The more palms you can fit in, the more damage you get generally. Okay. Oh, I've never seen that. The stay medium kick reset into red fireball. Nice parry on the shoulder. Oh, that was aggressive. You guys need to know that that's like a suicide button if that's blocked. Doing raw DPs is very YOLO for Akuma. He got parried and then he just heavy DP'd anyway. Akuma's meterless DP is invincible, the heavy one, but that's because he doesn't have EX DP. Ugh. I mean, Yun's burst damage isn't that high. Honestly, what's Yun gonna do if he fucking blocks a Akuma heavy DP? He's probably just gonna get fucking, like, target combo dash punch or some bullshit. It's not actually very dangerous. Especially if Yun doesn't have Gane. If he does have Gane, he's getting target combo into Gane into all kinds of nonsense. You can afford to be more aggressive against characters with lower burst damage, and Yun actually, despite being maybe the best character in the game, is a character with relatively low burst damage. Yun is fair apart from Gane being stupid. Nice. You should reaction parry that. Do not let Yuns have that. Shoulder is very strong if you don't parry it. But it is a reaction parry. Oh, he did the shoulder trying to get the Gane, the meter, and then he got the meter from the shoulder and he still didn't get the Gane. Was that just a drop, or was it a decision? It was a very short Zelda ROM hack. It took me about an hour. 1 hour, 8 minutes. It would have been a lot shorter than that if I didn't fudge the last boss twice. Very nice. That was like out of range of regular throw, I think. Yun's the regular throw anyway, I don't know about Akuma. Parrying during Gane is... It's not a bad idea. It's risky. Parrying in general is risky, but there's a lot that can happen when Yun's in Gane. Not only do you have to guess on the timing of the attack and whether it's a high or low, as you always do for parries, but oftentimes Yun can, like, hit you again before your button would hit. Like, if you low parry once and then hit low forward, Yun can hit you before your low forward comes out. Oh, shoulder going under fireball, rare footage. Shoulder's intended function. I don't like that activate. Oh, I thought that would work. I thought Akuma was a genius. Alright. That still ended up being a kind of shitty activate. So Akuma came out of okay. DP super? Oh, reset super. That like does the same damage. Because Yun never hits the ground, the damage never gets reset. So the same scaling applies. There's no real reason to do that versus just doing DP super. I don't know what the damage difference. Most people just do DP super. Was that an accent? It was kind of smart. But it's also something that you could have easily done on accent. Run house. This matchup's... It feels very shitty for Alex. Akuma, I think Akuma solidly beats Alex in neutral. But the damage difference is Alex's weapon. Akuma bleeds when he gets hit, and his dizzy bar is very short. And Alex is quite a lot of HP. You're too late. You missed it. Oh, did he win? No. The classic. He got classicked. Ironically, if Alex did super, it would have just killed. He would have traded at worst. And the trade would have won. Is that medium Tatsu or is that heavy? It looked like medium. Medium's 3 hits, right? No, medium might only be 2 hits. Oh, this is gonna hit. Good shit, very smart. Even if Alex parried, Akuma could do like jump air Tatsu or ground heavy Tatsu or like DP. There were like a million things that Akuma could have done to ruin Alex's life. He was just dead there. It was checkmate. There are still supers in SF5 that are annoying to punish. Generally, they were really good about that. About making supers. Things that are intended to be unsafe, very unsafe. Shoutouts to Abigail super where you can block it, taunt, and then still get a jump in punish because the recovery is that fucking long. It's like minus over 100. I'm interested in them, and I'll play competitive when they come out, but whether I'll actually pick up the game, I don't know. I haven't bought Sword and Shield. The last Pokemon game I actually bought was probably fucking Diamond. Usually I just emulate them. That's gnarly. One more of those and he wins. What a parry! He low parried the fucking weird drill. To this day, I don't really know if drills can cross up. I don't know what the fucking mix-up with drills is. They're definitely very obnoxious. A Necro who uses drills well can put on nice pressure with them. But they're nothing. They're definitely not as good as like sim drills or Monot drills. Well, they're good in a different way. That's nice, the double. It's very hard to combo them. But they're fairly low commitment. Love that low strong. What an anti-air! Super! Another super! Good double! Ah. Even if it only got one hit of the second super, I think it would have actually dizzied him. That was a punish. Reversal super would have won on the spot. It's alright. Still anyone's game. Card throw. He committed. No, 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 no! KKZ, he's dead! Necro had absolutely nothing to get out of the way of that, and the first hit chipped, so there was no red parry. The first hit does a fucking grip of damage. It's the strongest single hit in the game, I think. Very nice. This game is playing real well. You don't see KKZ very often. Chip is one of the best things it does. Oh yeah, very, very, very good, annoying little mix-up. Okuma gets you to, he gets you to recover into a red fireball, then he makes you deal with an overhead or a low. Very classic. Even a beginner Okuma can pull that off, but it's not like it stops working versus good players. Akuma's overhead is very fast. It's like 14 frames or something. That was parrying to block. Very safe by the Akuma player. He might have had a Tatsu there. I have no idea. There's, yeah, the chip from KKZ. There's the KKZ resets. And then you can also use it for its invincibility, but if you use it for its invincibility, there's a good chance that whatever they do, they'll recover in time to block anyway. I have a hitbox, but I usually play on a pad that's not a hitbox. I think that it probably it might not be better if you're a grappler player, but for any other character archetype, it's almost certainly better to play on hitbox than any other input. That being said, as of right now, my hitbox is better than my stick execution, but worse than my pad execution. Honestly, light Tatsu is very hard to land on a good opponent in high level play. It's basically only after parries. You just don't have to block that much unsafe stuff in high level play. There you go. Was that really a punish? You rarely see EX spin hook on block, so I don't know the block data. It's gotta be minus though. If you don't have the prior experience, if your execution's not very good yet and you're still working on it, I say spend that time on a hitbox rather than anything else. I think that's your best investment. Reversal DP. Akuma actually would have died if that was blocked. Hitbox seems fine for KOF. Is there something I'm missing? Oh, Dash Demon. Fancy. I think if Hitbox allowed you to like charge while walking forward, then I think an argument could be made that it was cheating. And I think there were games that actually allowed bullshit like that. But no modern game does, to my knowledge. Like, the only way I think you could argue that Hitbox is cheating is if there's literally something you can do from holding right and left at the same time. Or up and down at the same time. Which would normally be impossible in any other input. You can already kind of run it down charging KOF 15. I can see Hitbox being a lot easier. Being able to start charging on the frame more easily. People often talk about that when talking about KOF charging, but it's, in my experience, it's less useful than it sounds. There aren't that many charge characters anyway. And KOF 15, it's only like Mei Tankun and Ash, and like Leona. Is there another one? Hydern. There aren't that many. Having a flash kick in KOF is a really big deal. Because you can actually flash kick a hop-on reaction. Most characters cannot anti-air a hop-on reaction. Or they can with like a jab or something. They don't get very much. It depends on the character. Different characters have different tools. That being said, sitting on down charge is extremely not good in KOF. It's a commitment. All the time you're not being active, you're kind of... there's opportunity cost. Wow. I don't know if it's because the startup is faster or because of the frame that the fireball comes out is different. But it's a lot easier to stuff Ryu's SA1 than Akuma's SA1 in my experience. Oftentimes you'll hit Akuma, but like the fireball still comes out. Whereas Ryu, you hit him and the fireball doesn't come out more often. But it is possible to stop the fireball from coming out, as we just saw for Akuma. This is going to date me a little bit, but I remember seeing discussions about playing on keyboard versus playing on stick for Immaterial and Missing Power, which was a game that was very frequently played on keyboard because of the era that it came out and the platform that it came out on. The first time I saw Immaterial and Missing Power, I thought it looked like a total Kuso. And then I watched it more recently, and I was like, why did I think this looked like a Kuso? It looks kind of good. Whether it's actually a good game, I have no idea. Nice. Got the jump in. That very tall hitbox on the Jump Fierce is very strong. One of Alex's better tools. That jump fierce. Very classic. Jump jab for the low hit stun or block stun, then you just command grab. Ooh. The jump jab, Alex has like nothing to do. Oh, the taunt! Taunt is powers up Akuma's next combo. It's quite a good taunt. And then he just died. Akuma health. Akuma has a couple combos. Oftentimes you go for DP Ender after like Tatsu combos. But after certain combos you can go for a Tatsu Ender instead, heavy Tatsu, which has a longer knockdown. And you can use the opportunity to get up a taunt. You lose damage, but you get the opportunity for higher damage on your next hit, so some people go for it. I can do crouch medium kick into Hadouken on keyboard, I'm sure. It's got to be just the same as doing it on hitbox. Probably won't feel as good. Nice, confirmed. I didn't really think that was in kill range. Pretty sure these characters have the same health. You think Alex would have a shit ton, but I think he's just high average. Car throw. Alex having more health would be a nice change for him, honestly. What's the punish here even? That was... medium kick was better because it does more damage than strong, but strong is more reliable. And it's already quite obnoxious to punish Ken EX, or punish Ken Shippu. Doing the fastest normal makes sense, and the damage loss isn't big. If you red parry the last hit, I think you can get a heavy chop. No, I'm certain you can get a heavy chop. What a fucking jump and parry. Of course Ken was going to do that. That jump is obviously going to bait a DP. It was the worst jump ever, and Ken was just like, I think I'll DP it. Nice. He didn't confirm it. He got back strong into nothing. Back strong raw confirmed super. It's got a long cancel window like Chun-Li down forward. Okay, you did anyway. Must be nice having that punish. Wish I could do that. I got to punish with raw shit. Oh, the 2-8 confirm. Usually when Kens do that, they do double low short. There's like no advantage of low short, low jab compared to the 2 low shorts. They literally do like the same damage, and you can red parry the same direction. Low short is low red parry only, but low jab can be red parried in either way. Don't you have a jab there? He didn't do it. Maybe he didn't want it. Maybe it doesn't exist. I don't know. I think you can do... oh, cool. Very nice. That was a strong round by the Necro. I think you can do throw into electricity into jab, but I could be wrong. Let's confirm. Back short combos into back short, and back short combos into stand strong. That was parry to block. That was nice by the Necro. Ken didn't bite though. Oftentimes if you do high parry on wake up and Ken does stand strong, if you parry it, the Ken player will cancel it to DP. But this time he... Oh, what a cross up. That time Ken just canceled into the heavy punch of the target combo. If you pick a fast enough punish, for example a back throw, Ken doesn't have time to cancel. But it has to be a really fast punish. Throws are 3 frames, so... Wow, that's some bullshit. He did it again. I don't think Ken can dash through aura, but he might be able to. I've never had to deal with the Ken doing that to me. Okay, good start. He needs like another super. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Very hard comeback. Where's the Q? Bring the Q back. Alright, Necro's still good. They both parried. They both jump back and jump towards each other harmlessly. Only in third strike. You get really interesting scenarios like that in third strike. Wow, he went for the... Ah, that was quick stand too. Back fierce just wasn't fast enough. Probably something was. Probably he could have done like low short electricity. Or maybe back forward something or other. Back forward electricity. Back forward medium spinning hook. Good. Back strong is probably faster than back forward. I don't know Necro's frame data for shit. Mine too. Necro could block that. However, he did not. Walking forward. Hitting forward there made sense, like a parry attempt. But he held that shit. That was weird. Ken hit a button pretty late. Ken often likes to do air parry into air EX Tatsu. But he didn't have meter yet because it was round start. Yeah. Raw EX chops are generally pretty low risk unless your opponent has those God Red parries. In which case they can light you up. It's quite hard to react. And it's a little bit risky. Because even just the second hit of EX chop is a knockdown. That throws you like full screen. So those are, you know, not good to eat. And the damage in Dizzy is decent even for one hit. It's not great. Rather get both hits. I don't know who either of these players are. The Ken might be Roku? I think that's who the gold Ken at the All Show videos supposedly was. Someone told me one time and then I forgot, and then someone told me again in the comments and I forgot again. I want to say Roku. Regardless, the gold Ken is extremely good. The other players are no slouches either. It's quite a decent play. Why does Alex suck? I was so sad when I discovered that you can just parry the air knee. I think you should be able to tech it like a throw but not parry it. If I redesigned this game, that would be one of the first changes I would make. You could do the air throw tech on Alex's knee, but you could not parry Alex's knee. Maybe you can parry the EX one. I'm content to allow you to parry the EX one. But the fact that you can parry the regular one is extremely grime. You can't parry shoot down backbreaker from Hugo. Alright, this is a start. It's going to be really hard. Ken's going to do like a YOLO... okay, never mind. I was going to say Ken's going to do a YOLO DP at some point pretty soon. I would enjoy making a patch for this game. I would have a light touch. I wouldn't change very much. But I would make a mechanical changer too. I want the frame 1 airborne. I want every character to have that. So I would throw that on backdash. I would make backdash just frame 1 airborne. I like it as a tool a lot, and I don't like that only certain characters have it. That would make Oro a lot worse, which is something I'm content to do. Because it would give every character a decent escape to his SA2. But it wouldn't be a free escape. SA2 still has a decent amount of use. Oh, gonna catch? Yep. Cool frame for Yang. What a fucking perfectly timed universal overhead. That probably hit on the last frame before he landed. That was magical. I think Ken's frame data on his universal overhead is better than Oro's. I bring this up occasionally, but actually, despite being called universal overheads, they all have different advantage frames. I think they all have universal startup and recovery. But they inflict different amounts of hit stun and block stun. I think they all have the same range, but I could be wrong. He went for red parry. Goddamn. Did he need that? Can he just Shippu? Okay. Low Fierce traded with the EX Fireball. You don't see low Fierce very often. Rare normal. That's very typical. Should have done heavy electricity. Sad you have to find out like this. It's very nice jump in by Ken. Predicted 2 parries. Like exactly 2. So he predicted exactly that anti-air. If it was heavy electricity, he would have just got, he would have ate a hit. That's a trick you have to deal with when fighting Necro. He's got a lot of decent anti-airs, but they're all different numbers of hits. And you get punishes if you predict the right number of hits. With like a Shoto, if they do anti-air DP, you can just parry until you fucking hit the ground. And then punish the DP recovery. But electricity doesn't work like that. You don't know how many hits you're going to be parrying. If you parry too long, you'll land next to Necro and he'll recover. If you just stop mashing. Was that confirmed? Did he confirm that? He did that like it was safe. But he just did close, strong, light DP. That was dead OS. That one was confirmed by the meter. The funny thing about dead OS is it actually still works in like SF4 and SF5. But because you have a single super bar, it's rarely used in that way. It's available a lot less often. Very nice punish. Exactly 2 parries again. Cool. That combo I'm sure can go on a little bit longer than what he does, but it doesn't matter. DEDOS. You get the amount of meter, a very precise amount of meter, that if you do a low forward on hit, or whatever cancel you want to do, on hit it builds enough meter to build a super, but on block it doesn't. And then you just cancel it to super. And if it hits, the super cancel activates because you have enough meter, and if it's blocked, the super cancel doesn't activate because you don't have enough meter. Basically, you don't need to confirm if you have a very precise amount of meter. And certain Ken players will actually, like depending on your meter and depending on the position of the round and whatnot, some players will actually like spend an EX to kind of get back to that number. It's just an interesting little tactic that's available. Every character can do it. Ken uses it a lot. Most other characters don't really. Ken appreciates being able to just do a super without confirming. And Ken can afford to waste a little bit of meter. Ken's not very meter reliant. Super. Yep. That's a different kind of dead OS. I don't know how the fuck dead OS was named. This has happened. Yeah, this is it. It happened. Back fierce, down back fierce jab. Does that work on Ken? It works on some characters. What a punish. I mean, what a block. I mean, what a pay. I'm going to leave after this one. Still got 50 minutes of me, though. That looked late. You can raw confirm Necro's electricity into super. Necro on the right had that, but he didn't get it. The hit stun is long enough. The hit stop. Wow. That wasn't confirmed. Bullshit. That didn't combo. He did that like it comboed, but it didn't. Oh, rare footage of the overhead. I love when Necros do that. It's just funny looking. Or I can actually chase it fairly easily. I can just dash after it and then hit him with close strong, and then I win. So it doesn't. I don't have to be afraid of it. No red parry attempt. That might have. That looked like a punish. What happened there? That wasn't medium hook, was it? Light hook is safe and medium hook is unsafe, and they look very fucking similar. Light hook is actually +1 on block, I think. Necro's better in neutral in this matchup, but it's not as clean as you would think. I think Necro's better here, though. It's an actual winning matchup for Necro. Most of his matchups are pretty even. He's not as bad as people think, I think. Well, I don't know. Most people actually don't really consider him a low tier, from what I can tell. Most people kind of consider him mid. I think he's probably mid. Ugh. That's not a punish, no way. I refuse to believe that low forward is punishable by EX/elbow on block. I think Necro just didn't block. Very nice. Ah. Light spinning hook being safe and medium spinning hook being unsafe is because medium spinning hook, by the way, leaves the opponent grounded, which is a pretty big deal when trying to confirm that super. That super gets garbage hits on airborne opponents, but full connect on grounded opponents. You either get like 2 hits or 1 on an airborne opponent, and 1 hit is not very rewarding at all. It's been a little while since I've done work on my game. I got a new idea. It's fairly simple, but I think it'll be fun. A kind of a ground platform that's electrified, and if you stand on it too long, it shocks you. So you, in places where there's a lot of them, you can't stop. Prince of Persia didn't have anything like that. Well, I had stuff like that in the 3D games, but not in the 2D games. Oh, that was a super confirm. He would have won right there. Alright, this is still, I would say, in Necro's favor. Okay. I gotta play Tropical Freeze so I can steal other ideas from it. I played fucking Returns, but not Tropical Freeze, and everyone says Returns was okay and Tropical Freeze was amazing. Gah. Super must punish that. Oh, he didn't have super, did he? You accept bot to either dodge a throw or potentially hit one. Red parry? I don't think that. I don't even. With red parry, I don't even know if he gets a punish. With that red parry, I also don't know if he gets a fucking punish. Have I really never streamed Robobot? I think I did Triple Deluxe, right? And I was like, I'll do Robobot, and then I never did. Robobot is. On the surface, Robobot is almost the damn same game as Triple Deluxe. And yet, in every way they're different, Robobot is way better. There's a surprising difference in quality for two games that are very similar. But it's like everything in Robobot is better. Robobot has much better level theming. It's got better power selection. You got better music. Ooh. The storytelling's more fun. The stage designs are better. Level design. The secrets are more fun. And then you have the whole shit with the robot suit, which is just infinitely more fun than hypersuction. The bosses are better. It's like in every little way that they could be different. Robobot's a better game. It's not like Triple Deluxe is horrible. It's like It's like the worst great Kirby game. When I'm saying great Kirby game, I'm referring to... I don't know how to define them. Super Nintendo and the post Return to Dreamland, for me. I love the formula so much. Return to Dreamland, Triple Deluxe, Planet Robobot, Star Allies. Well. What's the power called in Star Allies? It's like stick or star. I mean, a star, staff. Or like pole or something like that. I went in not even knowing that was a power. I do get both of those fairly often. And the answer is yes to both. I just haven't done it. I'm lazy. Those videos take a lot of effort to make. And even though they're my most popular videos by far, I still end up not making them very often. What was the one I was going to make next? I definitely had plans for... I have no real plans for another Third Strike one. Except if it's like a super. So I might do one for like a super. Probably like Boomerang Raid or something. Or all three of Alex's supers as one video. Boomerang Raid is SE2, isn't it? That's the good one. Although none of them are good. Stun Gun Headbutt was the one I was gonna say. I was gonna do Super Makoto, Super Honda, and a Yang. Those were three that I really wanted to do, and then Hakan. So like 4 super characters. Super people don't remember how crazy Super was. Super had good balance on the top tiers, but not very. It had a horrible balance on the bottom tiers. Hakan was truly shitty. Makoto was truly shitty. I don't think Honda was truly broken at all. He was definitely good. But most people never knew that Honda was ever any good in SF4's lifespan. Most people, when they saw like that one tier list that I posted in the other one, in like the Vega video, I posted like a super tier list. And it just casually had like Honda as top 1. And that caught a lot of people off guard. People didn't know that Honda was considered a good character at any point. So I wouldn't try and argue that Honda was good, because I don't really think he was that good. I mean, I think he was top tier, but I don't think he had like bad balance. But I would just argue be like, I would show off how he was top tier. I think you can be top tier without being broken, and I think Honda and Super was probably a good example of that. That looked like Stairman House. Not a very fast button. Yang, I wouldn't even know how to make a video for AE Yang, because I don't know that much about him. I'd have to do all my research. I just look at the change list from AE 2012 and Ultra, and I would just work backwards from that. I'd be like, here are things Yang used to have. Back in the day when Yang had low short, Ultra 2, and it was just a combo, and it wasn't even hard. For those who don't know, Yang's Ultra 2, I think even in Ultra is a 4-frame Ultra. It's like insanely fast compared to most Ultras. But they made it so it's only that fast if you're very close to Yang. But I think in release for a Yang, it was 4 frames, like even up until like a quarter screen. So you could just link into it like nothing. If you know much about Ultras, that's super strange. Almost all Ultras are like 7 frames at the absolute fastest. Usually they're more like 10 or 13 or something. If you like started on SF5, you would think Ultras would be fast just because SF5 supers are so fast. But Ultras are all slow as shit. The thing about Ultras in USF4 is they did not want you to be able to combo into them easily. Almost all characters have to get a very specific like launcher or combo starter or like spin meter on either an EX move or an FADC. And as a very deliberate decision, you cannot cancel to an Ultra, whereas you can cancel to a Super. Twins in a, yeah. Could have been worse for Yan. Yan could land it too easily. He still had to spend a bar. Well, he could still get it from, like, I think he could get it from regular shoulder for at least one of them. And he could definitely get it from close medium kick. Both twins can still, to this day, get close medium kick into Ultra. Very nice. I feel like my time is almost up. No, we still got 4 minutes. Nice. Still in range, I think. Yep. Oh. What a round. That's Alex at his best right there. Non-stop mixes and nice conversions. That's where Alex truly shines. When everything just fucking works. I would say the only character that truly has an easy time landing Ultra in SF4 is Rufus. He really can just land it off of anything. There's a lot of Ultras that are decently pretty easy to land, like Ryu Ultra 1 or Seth Ultra 2. But they're not... Like, they're easy to land, but they're not as... Like, nothing is to the level of Rufus Ultra 1. Whoa. Don't know how I feel about this Alex play. I like that Alex play. Rufus has like several meterless ways to land Ultra 1. You got the jump roundhouse. You got your short roundhouse TC. Your spinning tornado in the corner. Probably another one. Far roundhouse. Which is also the immune, I think. Rufus is pretty gnarly. True. Far jab Ultra 1. I don't think it worked with close jab, but it might have. I don't remember. There were about 5 or 6 characters with that Ultra setup. It was rare, but not unheard of. Blanca had it. Balrog had it. I would argue that Elena has the single easiest time of any character landing meterless Ultra by like a comfortable margin, followed by maybe Rose. But that's kind of cheating, isn't it? Oh yeah, Feng Shui Engine Jury. There you go. That's a meterless Ultra you can land super easily. Wow, what a great red. Hi Jordan, you came at just the wrong time because I'm about to leave. Of course. The XDP was arguably a bad decision. Should have been regular DP into a super cancel. Regular DP you can get 2 hits and still super cancel it. Because he spent EXDP, he actually used up the meter he would have needed to Ultra. I would stream a lot longer, but unfortunately I just got home from work like an hour or some ago. 2 hours ago. And I'm on a normal sleep schedule, so the fact that I'm up at 1:30 is actually horrible. That being said, I don't work tomorrow. And I also don't work the day after because Labor Day. Well, rather I don't go to school because Labor Day. You better believe that Home Depot is still open on Labor Day. You might even say we get peak sales. Wow. Interesting. Interesting to just wake up with fucking OS parry that doesn't even activate into stare my mouse. Wow, what a parry. That was probably a pre-freeze parry, and then he just shifted the block. The rest of the parry was easy there, but he probably didn't know that he got the pre-freeze parry. Like, he just did parry, and he wasn't sure if it was in the super freeze or not. That's an annoying thing about this game, is if you parry, and if it's in the super freeze, the input was just ignored. And it can be kind of hard to tell whether your input was pre or post freeze. I've had that happen to me where you do some kind of parry, but you don't know if it came out or not. Because of course if they super and you tap parry like right after they super, the game doesn't know you parried. Game ignores all inputs during super freeze. Whoa, it ended. Sad. Alright, I'm gonna go sleep actually. You guys will never see me again.